Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I missed y'all. It's been about a month since I recorded a video. My last video did really well. My story time about how I got played. I told y'all that I would update y'all on that. I told y'all that he texted me, but that's not what today's video is gonna be about. So today I just kind of want to do a girl talk, kind of a sit down video, talking about anxiety and depression. I know that is something that a lot of people suffer from. I know that I suffer from it myself. And then I know with the pandemic, mental health has been kind of at an all-time low for a lot of people. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and kind of talk about my experience with it and how things have been with me mentally, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, tell it gang, make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video. I did not make it to 200. Did I say 100? I don't know if I said 150 or 200, but I wanted to make it by Valentine's Day. Of course, it is past Valentine's Day now, but just keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, letting me know what y'all want to see. Also, comment below if you would get a Tell It Gang shirt. Like, if I got Tell It Gang shirts made, would y'all buy them? Thinking about doing some merch. So comment and let me know. But let's get into the video. Okay. So, anxiety and depression, it has a lot of layers. So I'm just kind of going to talk about what my experience, what made me even want to come talk about this. So first of all, I have really bad anxiety, and you know, anxiety looks different for everybody. For me, you'll never know that I'm going through an anxiety attack, like, from just looking at me. Like, a lot of mine it's internal. So I know for me, like, if I'm really having a serious anxiety attack, I will literally, like, feel like something is sitting on my chest. My stomach hurts, my chest hurts, and I literally cannot breathe. I've never had an anxiety attack where I'm, like, hyperventilating. I went a long time without having one too, but my anxiety has just been kind of heightened here recently. So I know that for me, it's just been a lot of different factors that play into my mental health kind of being a little bit, I guess you could say it's been worse than I like it to be. So what really made me come and make this video, one of my friends who I talk to on a regular basis, we check on each other because we both, you know, kind of go through things mentally, and she called me today. I had already been in my mind wanting to talk about this, but she's the reason why I got up and made the video. I'm not gonna lie. So she called me and she's like, you know, how you feeling? Any progression in, you know, feeling better, whatever. And she asked me, she was like, did you get out the bed this weekend? And I absolutely did not. Like, I did not get out of the bed this weekend. And it's crazy to know that somebody can pick up on how you are when your mental health is not in the best place. And I sat there for a second, like, we continued to talk, but I sat there when I got off the phone with her, and I said, wow, that is really a symptom of my mental health. Like, when I'm depressed or anxious or whatever the case may be, I will stay in the bed, not answer my phone, not really talk to nobody, and literally just sulk in whatever I'm going through. And after sitting and thinking about that, I'm not doing that no more. I'm not sitting and sulking in what I'm going through. I'm not going to sit and be sad. I have literally this entire weekend overthought myself into multiple anxiety attacks. Literally. And it's because of a plethora of things. I have abandonment issues, serious abandonment issues, and I will make a completely separate video about that, because that is something that I'm really noticing is really hard for me right now. I have daddy issues. Matter of fact, I will put because my abandonment issues stem from my daddy issues. So I will put all of that in one video, because I know there are a lot of people that can relate. And I have just had conversations with people about this, and they're just like, I have, those same things going on. So I'm definitely going to make a video about that, because that's something that really affects me right now. But back to like my experience with my mental health right now, I think that my main reason for kind of being down right now is because I'm in a state of uncertainty with everything. I feel myself continuously elevating, continuously growing, and doing good things, but it's just hard for me to make decisions in a sense. So like I'm at a place of uncertainty with my job field as a whole, really. I'm at a place of uncertainty in relationships, both romantically and friendships. Like I'm really struggling in that department right now, because I feel that I'm elevating so much that I'm losing people or outgrowing people in a sense. And I don't ever like the feeling of losing people who are close to me, which goes back to my abandonment issues, but we will get to that later. I have just been really, I want to start a business, but uncertainty about that, and then all of those things bring anxiety. So that has really been overwhelming for me, I will say. A lot of my interpersonal relationships have been tested in the past few months, I will say. Like I've just been very, I don't know, my mental health has been like bottom tier. You know how people be saying top tier? It's been bottom tier, literally. And then as far as my depression, y'all know how lip gloss like give you that little white stuff? I don't like that. That makes me want to throw up. So as far as my depression, I really, from working in the mental health field especially, I think that I really suffer from seasonal depression. And it's not, but mine isn't based on what season it is. It's more so based on what season I'm going through in my life. I don't know. That's the way that I kind of look at it. And I just really, my depression for me literally looks like me being angry. Like I am the most angry right now that I've ever been in my life. When I say, if you know, you know, I'm always talking about how I want to beat somebody up. Always. Like, I don't know. And I'm not a fighter. I don't fight. But I just am so angry about a lot of things. And that plays a really big role in my depression. And, most people look at depression as being sad or being, somber or whatever the case may be. But mine is literal anger. Like, mine is isolation. Mine is, like I said, staying in my bed and not talking to nobody. Mine is not getting out and doing anything. Mine is not wanting to do something in my mind, but my body physically cannot do it. Mine is not wanting to get up in the morning. Like, that's what my depression looks like. So I've really been struggling with that recently as well. And I just, I think that people have a misconception of how mental health looks, in a sense. You have these different diagnoses and people, have like a general consensus of what it looks like. But in all reality, everybody's mental health symptoms looks different. Everybody's. So for me, I don't have physically visible anxiety attacks, whereas other people I've seen have anxiety attacks where you can physically see that they are panicking. So I think that, like I said, this pandemic has really made mental health really hard for a lot of people as well. We don't have as many social interactions anymore. I'm one who was used to being around people constantly, or, working with different people. So now that I'm in a different space, it's really hard for me to adjust to this, honestly. Because I will also say, I'm by myself a lot. So being by myself, being with my thoughts has made me come to some harsh realizations about myself. And I can honestly say, from the beginning of the pandemic to now, I have realized some dark things about myself that I really have been working day in and day out to improve. And it's an uphill battle. Always. It's always going to be an uphill battle, just because mental health is so complex. It's not something that has just one solid definition or one solid symptom or whatever the case may be. It's so complex. It's so all over the place. So I've literally been working day in and day out, but I think that right now, especially within the last maybe 2 weeks, my mental health has declined, and it has a lot to do with everything that I said about just being uncertain. I think that as far as like personal relationships are concerned, it is so hard for me to let people go. I have such a strong tendency to continue to give people chance after chance after chance after chance until I'm literally disgusted with that person. And that goes for friendships and relationships. It's not even just romantically, because I have friends who I have had to cut off, but I kept giving them chance after chance, and then I just literally got disgusted. Didn't want to talk to them ever again in my life. And I hate that I'm like that, you know? I want to be one and done with people. But I think that it's a subconscious fear of not wanting to lose people. And then when it comes to romantic relationships, it's even worse. Like, I have let people drag me through the mud and have the nerve to be sad about it every single time. But I will say that I'm still growing a lot in that, and I have grown a lot from where I was this time last year. This time last year, the things that I was accepting from the person that I was dating, I'm not accepting that now. So I tend to not give myself enough credit, though. I will say that. I have come a very long way. I have come a long way, but I still have a long way to go. I'm still not completely happy and content with everything and every person in my life. I'm still not content with every opportunity that I have, I'm just not content with anything right now. And I don't ever want to get complacent. I don't ever want to be at a standstill. I want to continue to elevate. So I think that my anxiety kind of kicks into overdrive when I don't know how to jump on those things, when I don't know how to get myself out of a place of uncertainty. So I just really have been struggling mentally. And for anybody out there who is struggling mentally, it is gonna be okay. That is the one thing that I can say. And also, no matter what, when you make it to another day to keep on fighting, literally, like, that's progression in itself. Like, the fact that you got through that hard day and now it's on to the next one. And one thing about it, days get better. Days continue to get better. And one thing that I have also learned to do is to not let a bad moment turn into a bad day. And I learned that from one of my friends. Like, he told me, just because you have a bad moment, be mad for an hour. But after that should not ruin your entire day. And I have really been using that a lot in my life now, because I'm the type to, if somebody, and I still do it now, but I've gotten a lot better. But I'm the type to, if something happens, whole day is over with. Everything's ruined. Mail is just, it's over with. So, I've really been trying to kind of use that tactic too. But I just want y'all to know that, like, everybody deals with mental health issues. Everybody deals with, you know, different things in their lives. People deal with different seasons. People deal with a lot of different things, you know. So find somebody who is willing to listen to you. Truly. I don't have many friends who are willing to genuinely just sit there and listen to me. I don't have many friends like that. I don't have many friends who can deal with my thoughts being all over the place. I have some friends. Don't get it twisted, but I don't have many friends who can literally be there for me. I'm the one who's always there for everybody, and that is also something that kind of plays on my mental health, because I'm the one who everybody calls when shit is going left. But I've noticed that when shit goes left for Mel don't have as many people to call. And I'm not mad about it, because I know everybody does not have the capability to be there for others the way that I am for people in my life. So I get it, 100%. And for that, I am 100% eternally grateful for the people who are in my life and genuinely listen to me and give me feedback on the things and help me to see that I'm not crazy, because sometimes I really be thinking that I'm crazy, which I I can be a little crazy. But I just have two friends who I feel the most comfortable, I would say, talking to about things that go on in my life or how I'm feeling mentally or whatever the case may be. So I'm forever grateful for anybody, though, who has ever been there for me with anything that I've gone through. And honey, I done been through a lot. I'm talking about, I was never the type to cry in front of people. That always was a big fear of mine for some reason. If you didn't see me cry, which a lot of people have, especially in the last year, like, hey. But I really just want y'all to know that, like, you are not alone. If you ever need to talk, if you ever just need somebody to talk to, like, even though I just sat here and said that people dropping their problems on me, like, really messes with my mental health, truly, I don't ever want anybody to feel like they don't have anybody to talk to about what they're going through, because I've been there and I don't ever wish that feeling on anybody. So if you're watching this and you need somebody to vent to, I got you. I got you. Literally. And your mental health matters. Like, don't ever let nobody say that. Don't ever let anybody downplay what you're going through or tell you that you tripping or whatever the case may be, because honey, that is not the case. If you feel it, you feel it. And that's just the bottom line. Like, there is nothing that nobody can ever take from you the way that you feel. The way that you feel is literally just the way that you feel. And there is no wrong way to feel. So don't ever let nobody shun you when it comes to your mental health. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you crazy, you delusional. Like, no. If you feel it, that's just what it is, period. So I just really wanted to make this video and kind of just, you know, let people know that you're not alone. You're really not. Like, I know that I be looking like I got it all together. For the people who don't be around me normally, I don't always. Sometimes I do. Like, sometimes, you know, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm just depressed every single day of my life. No. But what I am saying is I go through things. But one thing about life, you got to go through it to grow through it. Period. Like, that is literally, that has been my motto for years. Like, if you're not going through anything, you're not growing. You're not learning lessons. And life is all about growing and learning lessons. So, literally just, you know, do things for you. Do self-care. Make sure that you're doing things to help you and your mental health. Always. And do it unapologetically. Excuse my language real quick, but fuck people and how they feel about what you are doing or what you have going on. Don't ever let nobody tell you how to feel. Ever. Because just because somebody else feels like it's not that deep, or, you know, you doing too much, or it's not that serious, if it's serious to you, it's serious. And that's just on period. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Also, I will say, like, working out helps me a lot. I've been kind of trying to lose some weight here recently, but the weather where I am has been kind of bad, so I haven't been to the gym, but I try to eat better. I'm almost at 2 months with no red meat and no pork, so I feel a difference in my body from that as well. But just find things that clear your mind. Find things to do that clear your mind. Literally. Like, that is literally what I do. I just find something that will take my mind off of everything that makes me feel uncertain or anxious or overwhelmed or whatever the case may be. Find your niche. Find you something productive to do. That's my problem. I don't do anything productive. Well, sometimes I do, but a lot of the times I don't do anything productive. So that is what I'm about to start doing. At some point, I need to be doing something. After that conversation I had today, there will be no more laying down in the bed just soaking in my sorrow. If I'm feeling myself falling into that place, I'm finna go do something. Whether it be getting cute and going to get some drinks, whether it be going to get my nails done, whether it be taking myself on a date. Like, I'm not soaking in my sorrow anymore. I'm done with that. I am done with that. So at the end of the day, your mental health matters, and don't ever let anybody tell you how to feel. Ever. I think that's all I have for today. I just really wanted to talk about mental health because mental health means a lot to me. Like, that's the field that I want to go into. I want to be a therapist. So mental health is very, very, very important to me. And I know that especially in the Black community, mental health is shunned. It's shunned to get help. Like, people shun you for going to therapy or whatever the case may be. That's another thing. If you feel that you are ready, go to therapy. That's me talking to myself, because I need to go to therapy too. But I haven't found a good therapist. But that's also an excuse because I'm not actively seeking a therapist. So, I know, that people shun mental health. People think that, going to therapy, getting help, talking to somebody is, whatever people use, whatever term people use for, the way that they feel about mental health and getting help when it's negative, like in a negative light. But go get help. If you feel like you're ready, but you have to be ready. If you're not ready to go to therapy, it will not be beneficial to you. It won't. Go get some help. Start doing things that are beneficial to you. And don't let nobody tell you how to feel. And that's just all I got. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all comment below and let me know if y'all would get Tell It Gang merch. Because if y'all will, I will start putting that into motion. Leave some encouraging words in the comments. And like I said, if y'all ever need anything, hit me up. Hit me up. If y'all ever need to vent, that's cool. I got you. Period. So, I will see y'all in the next video.